Welcome back to another class on Verbling.com with teacher Abby. It's sunny today. I'm so happy. Good to see you guys. Today's class is about, it's actually an article that's not super recent, so forgive me, but it had some interesting vocabulary, so I chose it for today's lesson. It's about parents who receive punishment when their children are late for school. So let me say hello to everybody. Hi, Mateo. How are you?
Fine, thanks. Hi.
Good. There's some serious noise in somebody's microphone. I'm just going to see if I can figure out who that is. Mohammed. Okay. There's just a loud noise in your microphone, Mohammed, so I don't know if there's air rushing past your microphone or if there's something wrong with the connection to your computer. But thanks for joining us. Ali, welcome to the class.
Hi, Abby.
How are you?
I am a little bit tired today because it was a hard working day for me.
A lot of work today.
Yeah, and it was very hot weather in my city, and I went outside in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired a little bit.
Sorry to hear that. It's that was like me yesterday. I was almost falling asleep for you guys. I felt really bad. I feel pretty good today, though. I have lots of energy. Hi, Andre. Welcome back.
Hi, Abby. Thank you.
How you doing?
Nice to see you. I'm doing good. How are you?
Wonderful. I'm doing okay. I'm very excited because it's Friday, and I actually have plans for my weekend.
So TGIF?
TGIF. Absolutely.
Have you a scheduled weekend?
I do. I have plans,
Okay.
Mateo. I feel like I have a life suddenly.
Good.
Tonight's a hens party, Ali.
Ali, party? Have you a party, Ali?
No, a hens party. It's an idiom.
Yeah.
Hands. What does it mean, hands?
That's your homework. Your homework. Figure that out.
Homework again.
Hi, Michael.
Hey, teacher Abby.
It's very good to see you. How are you today?
Thank you. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm feeling fantastic. Thank you for asking.
Okay.
An advanced class. Did I say this was advanced in my description?
Yes.
I did?
But you wrote that it was intermediate.
Oh, you're right. No, Helcio, it's you can come if you want to. It's not. I didn't realize it must have been my saved description by accident. You guys know I don't do advanced classes. Perhaps I should do a few to vary it a little bit. But yes, that's nice to have you, Michael. Thank you for joining us again. Mohammed, welcome to Oh, what?
Sorry. Today you are happy.
I know. I'm in a great mood.
Yesterday, a little bit.
I know. I wasn't in a bad mood yesterday, but I was feeling just a bit tired. I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep well. I didn't sleep very well the night before. And yeah, so. But today I'm in a great mood. We'll have a good time today.
Okay.
Mohammed, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
How are you doing?
I am doing well. I am just still tired.
It's nice to have you with us. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Should be good
I'm
and
happy
fun.
too.
Thanks for coming. Anatoly, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Hello.
Good to see you again. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good. Happy that you've joined us again. It's been a while since I've had you in a class.
Thank you.
And Amp, how's my girl?
Hi, teacher. How are you?
Very good. Good to see you again.
Good to see you as well.
Are you 100% recovered now?
80.
80. Well, that's good. It's better than being sick.
Yeah.
Good to have you with us. So today's class is about, we're going to read an article, but before we do, I want anybody to share with me any interesting plans that they have for the weekend. Does anybody have anything happening? Anyone have anything cool happening this weekend? Maybe a dinner with a family, you guys are going to the park, the movies. Does anyone have anything going on?
All are shy.
Are they shy, or do you not have? Are you not?
No, all from the class people are shy. Like, I mean.
All are boring people.
Okay, let me tell you my plans. They're not so good plans, but some kind of plans. So I presume I will go. I may go out with some friends, and I may go shopping, and I may learn English in some or another way.
In one way or another.
Yeah, in one way or another way.
Good
That's
for you,
for sure.
Michael.
I'm going for native.
You're going
yeah, I
native
said that like in February, I think, or something, but that's motivation. So basically, I would like to improve.
Beautiful. Well, I'm very happy that you've decided to join me for today, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I'm sure you will.
Yeah, that's for sure. I always have kind of fantastic weekend.
That's good. Anyone else want to share about their weekend plans, what they have going on?
I'm going to Switzerland.
Switzerland? Okay, now this is exciting. What are you going to do in Switzerland?
But I have a weekend job. I have a meet job tomorrow. Today I'm prepared the baggage for travel tomorrow. We're going in Switzerland. Switzerland it's a nice, beautiful, great country. Mountain. It's same Canada.
I think it might be a little bit more majestic than the mountains in Canada, I imagine, to be in Switzerland.
I don't know Canada, but I think it's similar.
Okay, yeah, this
Canada, the tree, mountain. No, it's okay.
Absolutely, I bet you're right. It's similar.
Lake, okay.
Very cool. That sounds like a beautiful weekend. Anybody else?
No, I don't.
Maybe we should have a class on how to plan a weekend.
Your weekend is better.
I'm having a hen party.
Better me plans.
Like only girls, yeah?
Only girls. So none of you are invited except for Amp. She can come if she wants.
Like drinks.
For you, Michael, only girls. For you.
No. Abby is going to a hen party. Like they're only girls.
Abby.
My plans are boring in comparison with Abby's. So.
I'll give you a quick description of my weekend, only if you guys want to know, or do you not want to know?
Yeah, you're going camping, you told us.
On Saturday, but tonight, something different.
Oh. Okay.
There's a place, it's called The Blue. You guys can look it up on Google. It's called The Blue Gator in Kelowna. And what it is, it's a place that has blues music every single day of the week.
Okay.
So there's a band that's playing tonight. We're going to go dance and sing, and then we've rented a hotel because we wouldn't want to have to drive home after that.
Wow.
I like to see the band music, rock and roll playing. Wow, good.
I will take pictures and I will show you guys when I come back, okay?
Don't forget to record yourself while you're singing karaoke.
You singing, Abby, or play the instruments, guitar, drums?
If I sing, it's not planned. But if it happens, it happens.
Okay. No, because I remember you said play the guitar.
I do. I play the guitar.
Okay. In a band.
And the piano, right?
And the piano, yeah.
Wow. Piano. Oh, I love Chopin.
Okay.
You know Chopin?
No, I don't. Oh, the composer? The composer?
Classical music composer, Chopin.
Oh,
You don't know Chopin? Oh my God.
Can you type the name for me?
Matteo, what 3 songs do you know from Chopin?
Chopin,
Can you share?
this
3 songs.
Chopin.
No,
The
okay,
songs,
that's the name.
my
3 songs.
favorite songs. It's one moment.
First, second,
Without looking up.
You're talking. I find the song.
No, the top of your head. Your favorite, you should know them by heart.
Googling. Wait, Michael.
I have the list YouTube. My.
Well, I will find.
I don't remember specific.
Okay, that's okay. So Chopin, there is like.
It's I think we're a bit wild today. What happened?
This is my favorite. I posted in the chat.
Okay. Okay, well we'll have to listen to it after. You know what? One day I will play the guitar for you guys live, but it will have to be after I choose a special song and I practice it. Okay, so today we're reading a story, or not a story, an article titled "Parents Punished If Kids Late for School." Who can tell me what punish means? Punish.
Spank.
Spank, yeah.
So teachers will be spanking parents. I really think that is...
No, the parents, children spank. Punish it.
No, it says that the parents are punished. Parents will be punished.
Yeah, a kind of penalty, maybe.
Exactly. So punish, spank is a type of punishment. It's a consequence for an action, right? Or, well, yeah, we'll just leave it at that. And but punishment can mean other things. So the first one is punishment can be spanking. What else could punishment? Anybody in the class who can think of a form of punishment?
For example, banned going out house.
Banned leaving the house. What was yours, Amp? Amp?
Sent to prison or a fine.
A fine, absolutely, Amp. Thank you very much. Ali?
Banned go out, not go in house.
Banned leaving the house. So you're not allowed to leave the house. Banned from leaving the house. Thank you. Amp, do you think a fine is a good form of punishment for an adult?
Well, generally in traffic, that is how it works.
Exactly, right? So why do you think a fine works as a form of punishment for people?
Because they don't want to spend the money in that situation.
Yeah, as soon as money's involved,
yeah,
adults tend to go, whoa, I'm totally never going to do that again, right?
Sure.
Absolutely. Anatoly, another form of punishment.
Sanctions.
Sorry?
Sanctions.
Sanctions. What do you mean?
When somebody, some country gives sanctions against other country.
Absolutely. So a sanction is kind of like a synonym for a punishment, right? Awesome. Andre?
Maybe jail.
Jail, absolutely. Prison, jail.
Prison, yeah.
Do you think that's a good form of punishment for people?
It depends on for what. Yeah. But I guess these articles not about criminals or something else.
No, this one isn't. That's true. But we're just, in general, we're talking about punishment, right?
Yeah, maybe jail is not a good idea in this case.
for parents of late children.
Yeah.
That's it. To jail with you. Good. David, give me an example of a form of punishment. Welcome to the class, by the way.
Thank you. An example of judgment punishment. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know. What do you mean exactly by judgment punishment? You mean
any kind of punishment, a consequence for an action.
Okay, okay.
That's okay. If you can't think of one, that's okay.
Yeah. So maybe, well, I don't know. I think there will be better examples, but I'm thinking now in Eastern countries when women maybe I don't know. Sometimes they punished women just because they go out or because they wear sport clothes or because they express some emotions on the street or something like that. So just an example. Sorry, I couldn't think of any better.
Okay, no, thank you for sharing that with us. That's a good example. Anyone else? Michael or Mohammed, can you guys think of a form of punishment?
When you put a person to work, was that?
Yeah, like labor. Community
Labor
service. Community service.
Yeah, like community service.
Mohammed, can you think of a form of punishment?
To hit someone by a stick, maybe.
Sorry? What was that?
I mean, yeah, beating.
Beating. A beating.
Yes, to hit.
Yeah, that's sometimes. That worked for me when I was a kid. A good beating, actually. When I was a kid, the main kind of punishments that we would get, and this is pretty typical, was a spanking. Back then, kids got spankings. Way back then.
Canada?
A lot of spanking.
A lot of spankings. You can ask my father. And another one was had to go to my room and stay there for a period of time. No computer, no nothing. It was boring. And being grounded, which was what? Whose idea was that? Banned from leaving the house. That was Mateo. So I would get grounded. That's what that's called, when you couldn't leave the house. Does anyone else have a different kind of punishment they received as a child? Within reason. We don't want to share any disturbing stories, please.
Oh, yes, I remember now when I was at school, the teacher, it wasn't when I was maybe 6 years old, the teacher used to punish children with a newspaper, with a roll newspaper on the head.
That'll work. That'll work.
In my case, I don't know why they sent us to the corner, to stay at the corner.
Ah, yeah. You had to look in the corner like
yeah,
that.
like that,
yeah. on one leg or...
What was that, Ali?
You stay at the corner on one leg or...
Oh, yeah, you had to stand on one leg. Picking up garbage was another one in school. You had to pick up garbage. I've never been hit in school because that hasn't been legal in Canada for a really long time. But
yeah, maybe stay longer at school. Stay longer at school.
Okay, like a detention.
Sorry?
Amp, can you think of any?
Not really.
Not any additional ones.
No.
Okay, anybody who has not shared, do they have one?
When I was a kid, my parents sometimes also never dinner. Today they said me, today you you are a bad kid, nothing dinner.
They wouldn't give you food?
Yes, yes.
That's the ultimate way to punish Ali.
Yes. Some parents give less money for children.
Yeah, less allowance.
Yeah, it's a punishment, I think.
Perfect. So we have an idiom that we're going to learn before we do our reading. It's let the punishment fit the crime. Amp, can you guess or tell me what you think that idiom means? Let the punishment fit the crime?
I suppose that after apply the punish the man, it's going to be at a warning for the people who committed, and he or she is not going to do it again.
Exactly. So it's when the degree of punishment matches or goes along well with the crime or whatever the mistake was. So for example, a child maybe swears at mom and dad, so he gets a spank and he has to go to his room. That would be a punishment fitting a crime, in my opinion. But everybody has a different opinion, right? Like Andrew said, if parents are late for school and they go to jail, the punishment does not really fit the crime. Any questions about the idiom?
No.
Could you write it down, please?
It's in the Verbling chat.
Oh, but the thing is, I can't see it. I don't know why it doesn't work for me.
Let's go over to the group chat, everybody, just so we can all be on the same page. All right, let's go ahead and get started with our reading activity. Mohammed, I would like you to start for us. Can you please read the highlighted part of the story? Go ahead, Mohammed.
Okay. Parents in the United Kingdom face being punished if their children are continually late for school. Britain Education Secretary Michael Gove has announced he will crack down on what he terms problem parents.
Perfect. Good reading, Mohammed. Thank you very much. Any questions on the vocabulary for that part?
On what he terms.
On what he terms, or the name that he gives to them. To term something.
So crack down is explain, yeah?
No. To crack down means to stop.
To give it a name.
Oh.
Sorry, we cannot hear you, Avi.
Okay, sorry about that. I was typing. To crack down means to stop allowing something to happen and start having a consequence for it.
Oh.
Okay? For example, if somebody comes into class and they have a very noisy microphone, but they refuse to turn it off or have a quiet setting, eventually I might crack down and delete them from the class. I wouldn't do that, but it's an example of cracking down. When enough is enough, you go, nope, no more, and you decide that you're going to enforce a consequence. Okay, that's a phrasal verb, and it means to stop allowing and start putting a consequence to something. Can anyone think of an example of when you might need to crack down on something? I gave you one. Anyone else think of an example?
Could be when you are driving the car under the effects of alcohol and the police stop you and they crack you down because of that?
They crack down on drunk drivers, so they would put you in the drunk tank.
Yeah.
When you arrive late to your job.
Okay, so how might your boss crack down on you, Amp?
You are not going to leave until you finish your job, or maybe you have a discount in your salary.
Amp, that's a really good example. Your boss might decide to crack down. He says, nope, there will be consequences if this continues. Okay? Anybody else want to give me an example that hasn't shared about crack down?
Go
ahead, Andrew.
Maybe crack down smoking in not in the non-smoking places, for example.
Perfect. The government crack. And Matteo?
I think when the government find a solution for resolve some problem.
Mm-hmm.
Crack down.
Yeah, very good. When they decide that they're going to fix it. Let's continue with our next part. Anatoly, could you read the next highlighted part of the article?
Okay. He said too many families fail to face up to their responsibilities by ensuring their children get to school on time and are ready to learn and show respect for their teacher.
Excellent. Very good. So any questions there?
Ensuring.
Ensuring means to be sure of, making sure of.
Ah, okay, sure. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I could say I can. Yeah, that'll be good. Anyone else?
It's okay for me.
So Anatoly, what is the issue with parents? Why do we call them problem parents?
They check their children. If their children visit the school in time or not.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So why do we call them problem parents? Ali?
Because they don't care about their children to get to school on time and show respect for their teachers.
Exactly, right? Any questions or comments or opinions about that?
Well, I think it is difficult. I mean, yeah, I agree with that, but so sometimes it is difficult because they don't have time to educate them properly, because they have to go to work, they don't have time, as I said. So yeah, but I agree with that.
Good. All right, let's continue. Michael, do you want to read the next part for us?
Okay. Parents are already slapped with 60. What was the name? Pounds? For
60
British.
pounds? Pounds, yeah.
Okay, one second. 60 pounds, $100 fine if their child is repeatedly late for school. However, 20,000 of these penalties were unpaid last year, prompting Mr. Gove to announce a tougher penalty system.
Tougher.
Tougher.
Very good. Any questions? Tougher. Just like this. Sounds like that. Tougher.
How do you pronounce it? Gove?
Mr. Gove? Mr.
Gove. Okay, Mr. Gove.
To announce a tougher penalty. Good. Thank you, Michael, for your reading. That was great. So let's talk about this. What does it mean to get slapped with a fine?
To get punished, right? Or to get fined.
That's true. Absolutely. Why do you think, Andrew, we use the term slapped with a fine? Why do you think we use that expression, Andrew?
I like that.
Maybe because I'm not sure, but I guess it's a shame for parents. Because of that, they get slapped.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
We have an expression, Andre, in English. We say it's like being it's difficult to take or accept.
Yeah.
So when you're slapped with a fine, it's like, oh no, I can't believe it, $100.
Yeah.
So has this form of punishment been effective? What do you think, Mohammed? Has this form of punishment been effective?
Yes, but not at all. It's not complete.
Oh, Mohammed, I can't hear you. Your microphone's too quiet.
I said it is effective, but not at all. At first, parents have to know their responsibility.
Very good. Absolutely. Parents need to know their responsibilities. It was effective maybe in the beginning. However, what ended up happening, Ali?
After the beginning?
Yeah, like what happened with the fines? Was it effective? Did parents learn?
No, I think people don't learn something easily. In the article that says 20,000 of these penalties were unpaid last year.
Exactly. So they're not even paying the penalty.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's finish that paragraph off. Amp, do you want to read it for us?
There will also be fines for parents who withdraw their children during term time to take them on cheaper family vacations.
Excellent. So, Amp, what do you think about that? Do you think that's fair that a parent is not able to decide when their children will go on a vacation?
Well, I suppose they have a period of time that you have a vacation, so why they need to leave during the period of classes?
Yeah, that's interesting, right? Good opinion. Mateo, why do you think why do you think the school has decided to do that? What happens to children when they miss out on school time?
Repeat the last sentences. What happened?
What happens when children miss out on school time during the year?
I don't know. I agree with this rule more or less.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem for me is I don't have children, and I don't know which kind of problems with the children.
Yeah. What about you, Anatoly, or Andrew? What do you think?
About that parents withdraw children, or
yeah, during the school year, during class time, they take their children out to go on cheaper vacations. Why do you think that that's a bad thing that parents do that?
I think children are happy because in the short term, but in the long term, they'll need to make up for information that they skipped during their vacations. Or
exactly.
Yeah, make up, right?
Make up on, perfect, or make up for. Both are correct.
Can I say catch up?
Yeah, they have to catch up. Mm-hmm. So a cheaper family vacation is obviously you get in the United States and Canada, Britain, I don't know how it works in other countries, but students get a vacation time of 2 weeks. So what they're saying is that is the time to take vacation. However, Vacation companies, travel agencies charge more money during those times because it's a popular time to go on vacation. So parents will sometimes say, okay, let's go on vacation in February or March so that the vacation is cheaper for the family. But the students will obviously have to miss out on their schoolwork. Okay?
Okay, yeah. Okay, I understand, but that's funny. I mean, in Europe, for instance, you can't do that. I mean, you can withdraw your children for the school if you want, but the vacation it is always in the same time of the season. It is on Christmas. It is in spring break, but it is always on in the same time. So you can choose. You can't choose to withdraw your children whenever you want. I mean, if you do that, it is up to you. But anyway, during that time, spring break or summer or Christmas, the schools would be closed because of those vacations.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But that's just how it works, at least here in this culture. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Good job, you guys. Fantastic. Let's continue with our reading. We're going to go down to our next paragraph, and let's have Andre read that for us.
Yeah, Mr. Gove said his plans were all part of raising standards in education, create a bigger incentive for parents to ensure their children get to school, and tackle the problem of habitual truancy.
Okay, any questions there?
Habitual truancy.
Yeah,
truancy is when you don't go to school, but there's no good reason. Like, say if you woke up in the morning and you say, I don't want to go to school. I'm going to play video games. That's truancy.
Ah, okay. Okay. He don't like going to school.
Exactly.
He prefer doing other things.
Exactly.
Okay.
Sick, it's different. So it's when you stay away from school for no good reason. Okay. Let's go over to our next one, our next paragraph. Where am I here? There we go. Let's have Mateo read it for us.
Okay. Gov also hit back at his critics, accusing them of adhering to policies that set pupils up to fail and of promoting a diet of dumbed-down courses. He said opposition politicians shied away from anything which might require grit.
Okay, so this is an interesting couple of expressions here. We can talk about it. The first one, he accused them of adhering to policies that set pupils up to fail. So adhering means sticking to or being faithful to this policy. But the policy was doing what for students? Michael, what was this policy doing for students?
That were before, that were
the old policies from school. What was it doing for students?
Yeah, they making them to learn words, like to be not so performant. So to pass the school, like basically.
Exactly, to barely pass. Maybe it was just making them be lazy and not being the best academically that they could.
Yeah, and to skip like going to school.
Exactly, yeah. Skipping school, not focusing, not doing your homework, etc., etc. To shield away means to stay away from, avoiding it. And grit is the dirty work. Grit is a difficult stand, position, or job. Okay? Any other questions on the idea there? Dumb down?
So what he's saying that it's a. Why does he say that from anything? Position politicians shield away, like they are going away, stand away from the anything which might require greed. Like
Okay.
it's not a popular law or what?
Good job, Michael. That's it. That's it exactly. So he's saying, obviously, when parents get news that there's going to be a monetary fine or consequence, maybe they'll be angry, there'll be all sorts of people with their opinions. So politicians have decided, we don't want to get involved in that. We don't want to
get punished by the what's the word for the people that can elect in the country?
Voters?
Yeah, from our voters, potential voters.
Could be, yeah. So that's kind of like doing the dirty work, we say in English. The dirty work. All right, let's continue. Any questions? Oh, I'm going to finish off this last one here. Who is not read? Ali, you haven't read. Do you want to read that for us?
Okay. Go warn their policies would send children to school without daring to think they might be intellectually curious and capable of greatness, denying them access to anything stretching or ambitious, and setting expectations so low you can never be surprised by someone's potential.
Okay, very good. Excellent, excellent work. The shield away was to prevent or stay away from, avoid. Okay. Good job, Ali. Thank you for reading that for us. So what does Gove say that his new policies would be able to accomplish? Mohammed, what would these new policies be able to accomplish? Mohammed, are you there? Your microphone's muted. Okay, let me ask Amp. What does he say that these new policies will be able to accomplish?
To have a better result with the students, to get a group of students that it could be able to get better things, to intellectually curious, they are able to get greatness, because they are not missing classes anymore.
Absolutely, that's so true, Amp. Really good. Anyone else have an opinion about that? Mohammed, there's an expression here in the paragraph. We can talk about it together for a minute, okay? To set expectations low. Okay. What does that mean, Mohammed, if there are low expectations? You know?
No, not really. I don't know.
Okay. Anatol, low expectations. For example, the children go to school, but they are only expected to be there 50% of the time. That is a low expectation. That's all they're required to do, is come to 50% of their classes.
Less results.
Less. Is that a question?
Sorry. I would say I understand in Italian what does it mean, expectation low, but I can't explain to you in English. It's tricky for me.
Okay, low expectations is expecting minimum
they don't expect that their children will be very successful, maybe.
Exactly.
Very creative or very intelligent.
Exactly. So like Amp said with her comment, she mentioned how it's just making it so that the students won't achieve anything great in school. They'll be just a little bit.
Just pass the class difficulty.
Exactly, right? Oh, just pass the class. That's good enough. Good enough.
Yeah.
Right? What's the opposite, Andrew? What do you think the opposite of low expectations are?
High expectations.
Yeah. So what kind of person are you, Andrew? Do you have low expectations of your friends or your job or yourself? Or are you somebody who requires a lot?
I didn't. I don't know even what do I expect from others. Maybe I'm realist. I set expectation that I do for someone. I mean, not less or more.
Okay, very good. So you just expect the best from people.
I guess so, yeah.
I have an example. For example, I know a new friend, okay, and I think great this new friend, but after frequently this person, my expectation is high, but in real life is low.
Okay, that's interesting. So you don't expect other people to give a lot. You're pretty easygoing.
My expectation is for this new friend is good, okay, good person, okay, but it's not true because it's different, low expectation.
Okay, very good. What's the problem of having? What is a problem with having? Oh, Michael, you said you're flexible. What do you mean?
I mean, basically, I maybe expect something, but if I don't see that person, or I'm not disappointed about that. I mean, I disappointed, but I am easygoing. So, next one. I mean, do you understand what I mean or not?
Absolutely, absolutely, I do.
So you don't take personally.
Okay. That's probably a very balanced way to look at other people, because you can only control yourself, right? You can't control others.
Yeah, you can think about a person, many things, like expect lots of things, and could be that you're completely wrong. You maybe don't know that person at all, so you should be flexible.
Thank you. David, what are some dangers of having too high of expectations?
The danger of that?
Yeah.
Well, you can get disappointed easily.
Exactly, right? Good answer. And Anatoly, what are some dangers of having too low of expectations?
I agree. It could be feeling of disappointment, and also we can just have mistake to making low expectations because we couldn't understand what is a person like.
Okay. Perfect. Good answer.
What about you, Abby? Do you have high for others?
I do not. I do not have high expectations of other people, probably because I've been disappointed a few times, like David said.
By others?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, but I've not said I've been disappointed.
What?
I didn't say I've got disappointed.
No, you said the danger of having too high of expectations is getting disappointed.
Yeah.
Right? So Michael asked me, do I have high expectations of other people? No, I don't, because I've been disappointed. So now I've learned to have high expectations of myself, and I don't expect anything from other people. And that way, anything that you get from other people that come into your life, it's just like a bonus. It's something that adds to you.
I think,
Yeah.
Michael, do you think that's fair or no?
Well, yes, it's based on your life experience. So I presume if you decided like that, that's the way you look at your life.
I had to be honest. That's my point of view.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing.
I think it's the key of happiness. No expectations from others. I think if you have too much expectations to other people and they don't do what you want, you usually being disappointed. And people, if not have expectations to others, are usually happy people. I think happy person.
Okay, cool. So I think I might be on the right track with that one then.
I think you have expectation, Abby, and all the people have expectation.
Well, of course I do, but...
But you don't want to say that.
Well, it just depends on the people you invite into your life, I guess. Sometimes you expect that they treat you in a certain way, but if they didn't treat me in a certain way, they wouldn't be in my life. So, does that make sense to you?
I think this article is more like about children. So if we don't expect much from children, and the children could not become something more than they, for example, could become.
Absolutely, Andrew. That's true. It doesn't push them to their best or to their potential.
Yeah, and how do you say shoot for the stars? Maybe you will end up in the moon, right?
Yeah.
No, vice versa. You shoot for the moon and end up in the stars.
No.
It's about yourself, I think, not other people. Expectation, other people.
Okay. David, do you have something to say?
Yeah,
is my camera working? I can't see myself. Yep. I don't know if my camera's working. Okay.
So, Abby, let us know what can we do for not disappointing you.
I don't know how to answer that question. Just keep being good students like you guys are. Keep making me laugh. No, you guys are awesome. I never have problems with you guys. So that is that for our article. I don't know what's wrong with my screen. I feel like I can't see anybody or anything. Can you guys hear me and see me okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about one of these discussion questions. Here's a good one. What signs of greatness did you show as a kid? What signs of greatness did you show as a kid? Who would like to share? Maybe you guys had a special talent, or people thought well of you. They thought that you were talented or you had some special ability. Did anyone in the class have that?
We are quite normal, I'm afraid.
Yeah. We're just normal kids, you know.
Average kids.
Average Joes.
Yeah, and Jane.
Well, my mother liked to think that I was going to be a great singer when I was a kid, because when I was 2 years old, I started singing, and she thought, oh, she's going to be great. That was her expectation. I think I might have, they were a bit high. The expectations were a little bit high.
But did you try it?
Yeah, you can do that, I think.
Well, we'll see. Good work, you guys. That was an awesome class. Any questions or comments before we close? Nobody wants to share about expectations that parents have of children, that your parents had of you, or that you have of your kids?
we don't have any expectations. We took your advice to don't expect anything.
Oh, Michael, don't take my words out of context. Don't take my words out of context. What I meant was that people are who they are, so I don't think it's fair to expect that they be something that's not real. And usually people don't disappoint you, right? If you have good people in your life, you don't need to expect things from them. You just have them be your friends.
Yeah, and also you should look at yourself. Are you a good people? Are you a good person with those people, or no? That you have some expectation from them, like vice versa.
That's why I say I have high expectations for myself and low expectations for others, because I can't control them.
Okay.
I trust myself for my expectation.
You trust yourself. That is a good quality. You keep trusting yourself.
I have a good quality.
Maybe,
I trust myself.
Maybe don't try to change people. Just try change yourself. Something like that.
Yeah, that's a good attitude.
I like it. I like it, Ali. Nicely done. Okay, well, congratulations on a job well done. You guys rocked it out today. It's a wonderful job. I'll be back, I think, in 1 hour after my next class, and I hope to see you guys again. If not, take care and have a fantastic weekend. Anatoly, thank you for joining us again. It was good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.